Good afternoon. Thank you for choosing to spend your time with me today. We are going to be playing Timberborn 1.0. This game came out in early access in September of 2021, and it was fully released March of this year, 2026. And I have been watching gameplays on it for a while now and waiting for it to be on sale so that I could purchase it and bring it to y'all. Today I opened up Steam and it's 20% off, so here we are playing it today. We're going to start on a new map. Timberborn has two different factions. The first one is the Folktales. They're easygoing and hardworking. Folktales are expert farmers. They respect nature and it rewards them with a plentiful bounty. Their mottos are comfort, food, and sturdy work. They're what you would typically think of beavers with an enhanced intelligence. Once we have achieved an average level of 15 for their well-being, we will unlock the iron teeth. These are defectors of the traditional timber ways. They master iron and science to build advanced machinery. They achieve progress through ingenuity, efficiency, and disregard for the environment. Their motto is hard work, hard work. So we will be delving into that faction a little bit later on, but we're going to be trying the fair folks, the Folktales today. Today we're going to be selecting a map. I want to do the waterfalls. It has a waterfall here at the top, kind of meandering down a windy river down to the bottom of the map. So the whole middle of the map is green and ready for us to plant and thrive. It has a few cliffs around the edges, and then at the bottom left-hand corner, it does have the bad water. So we're going to try this. It's beginner friendly with this little leaf here. So let's go ahead and jump into this one and see what happens. Today, we're going to be starting on easy because I want to learn the dynamics of the game. I want it to be relaxing. I don't want to feel stressed out. I want to have an abundance of resources. I want the beavers. I want to be able to play and understand without having to worry about beavers eating, drinking, dying, and having droughts and bad tides all the time for long periods of time. I just want to get to know how the game plays. I want to take you along on this journey with me, and I'm super excited to get started today. So we're here on the starting map. This is our city center, and this is where we are going to start. This has our resources on it, and this is going to be the center of our district. And we are going to call these guys, what are we going to call our settlement? I don't even know like where we would find all of this information, like where we would find the name. I don't even know if it makes a difference, but you know, it is what it is. We have a tutorial down here, and I'm going to walk you. I'm going to walk through it with you guys to show you all the different aspects that we have here. But some of the general information is here, where we see how many beavers we have, how many have homes, and how many have work. We can click on here to see the names, and we can change names. Like right here, we can go ahead and say this one is Teresa. I'm going to say okay, and Dan, and Josh. Just three of them, actually. I'm going to change this one too. And this one too. Okay. That's just, you know, neither here nor there, just so you can see me, my husband. This is my another random name, boy name. And Josh is my son, so I just put him down there as a child. But it does show lots of different things here. And then also all of those things are here. We have science, materials, ingredients, food, water, and bad water. Over here we have our cycles and our days. And this is going to show us what kind of weather we have. Right now it's temperate, so it's not within a drought. It's not within a bad water cycle. And this will show the different grids, the game speed, the work hours, and then the layers of the land. So as you can see here, we have our adult beavers and we have our little babies or our kits. The tutorial starts off. Welcome to Timberborn. This tutorial will help you set your paw in the wastelands and survive your first days. You will learn how to use the tools needed to build a thriving beaver community. As you progress through these steps, the tips will appear here. So some of our basic things is to learn how to navigate the map. So it's WASD, just like normal games, or we can hold down the mouse button to grab the screen, to grab the mouse and move it around like that. To rotate, we either hold on to the right mouse side, the mouse button, and rotate, or we can use Q and E to go back and forth. And then to zoom in and out is the mouse wheel, just scrolling on the mouse wheel. See how big the map is. It also is page up and down, but on my mini keyboard here, I don't have page up and down, so I can't show you that. And then to pause the game, you're going to go ahead and hit the space bar, or you're going to use your mouse up here at the game speeds. And the same goes for the different speeds. We have a 1, 2, and 3 quickness, and then we also have space bar for pausing. Okay, so the first thing we're going to tackle is wood, and every beaver settlement needs logs, and lots of them. Only lumberjacks can cut trees, so let's go ahead and establish a lumberjack flag. They want 2 of them. And as I'm scrolling out, we do have some trees down here we have access to, then some trees here, and then we also have some dead trees here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put at least 1, 2 right here, like in between the 2, so that I can go ahead and get both. And in doing that, we're going to go down to wood. And under the wood icon, we have lumberjacks. This is going to be like a little station for the lumberjacks to work from. This is going to be their little station. And they wanted 2 of them, so I'm just going to put them there. They gather logs, and they do have a medium chance of chipping their teeth, which there is facilities for that. But under here, they have a lumber mill, a forester, and a forester will plant trees and bushes, blueberry bushes. A gear workshop, a paper mill, a printing press, a tapper's shack for tapping pine resin and maple syrup, and a wood workshop. And that is where you take your planks that you make out of your logs, and then you infuse them with the resin to make them treated. Okay, so we did that. And now it's saying that the flags will not be built unless they're within the blue square of the city center. These ones happen to be within there, but if you wanted to, you can go ahead and use your pathing. I'm going to path around the whole thing because this is where I'm going to put my housing. Turn it around. Like that, like that, like that. And like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put it here, and I'm going to go ahead and put it like that. Okay. So I went ahead and put in my 2 lumberjack flags. Now they want me to build them. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little gander here at our little beavers. And I don't see any of them right now that are builders. We do have 2 builders. So let's let it play a little bit. Let's see if any of these guys, oh gosh. See these guys right here? They have little hammers, and they're builders. Their occupation is builders. And they work out of the city district. And here we have 2 builders. We could have up to 4, but right now we only have 2. I'm actually going to put 4 in here until we need them working somewhere else. Okay, so now we've built them. Now every builder every building has an entrance, and it must be connected to the district center with a path, which I've done. Okay, so when you select the building, you can see the arrow is like right there off of the path, and if it's not connected to the path, it won't work. Okay, so we've connected them, and now we need to mark lumberjacks only cut trees in an area that you have marked for cutting, and these trees must be within the flag range. So let's select that. I'm going to go ahead and pause it. We're going to select marking for the trees. So what we're going to do, I'm going to come out a little bit, zoom out, Okay, so see down here, it's cutting trees. We're going to say, yep, we want to mark cutting the trees. And we're going to do everything on this first floor because even though there are stairs here, I guess we could because there are stairs there, like already cut into the, out of like the ground. But if they didn't have those there, we would have to unlock stairs through research. And so I'm just going to mark all of these to be taken down, and then I'll show you in the area. See if all of this is within that area. Okay, so I've marked all of these trees. Do you see this? I've marked all of these trees to be cut down in this whole area like this. See, yeah. All this area. Oh, not up to there, but... Okay, so... this guy... Oh, hang on. See, he's got this blue area. So this lumberjack actually can go in a tremendous area. And this one too. So just one square over from this one because they're together. So they will be able to reach all of these. And I can go ahead and take the path. And I can... Hang on. Path. And do that. And so they have the path up to there. There. Just like that. So see, as the path, it shows that you can go up there. And we can even make it so that it goes like over here. And once they cut down that tree, we can put a path over there. Okay. And so they're saying mark the trees. Okay. Water and food. So beavers need water to survive. We must build a water pump. So let's see. Do we want to build the water pump here to pump water out of here? Or I think I'm going to move the water pump down here because then I can use this up here to maybe make some power wheels for wood related items. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this water pump. And we're just going to place it right there on the water. And in order to build it, it has to be connected to the district center with a path. Because if you see here, it's out of the blue box. So we're going to take our path, this one right here, and we're going to come all the way down and right there. So if you see, like the doors right here, we don't need this path. I'm going to leave it there, but we don't necessarily need it to get to this door. Okay? So all we're going to do now is we're waiting for our beavers to cut down trees. They're going to store the trees in this little area here. It can store up to 20 logs. And then our builders are going to come over here, grab the logs, and take it down to the water pump. See these guys? It's going to take it down to the water pump, and we're going to build this water pump. And this water pump needs 12 logs to be built. So we're going to speed it up, and we're just going to let these guys do what they need to do. Okay, now it's nighttime. They have only put the 12 logs in here, but now they need a builder to come over here and like hammer it with their little mallet. Now that the workday is done, as you can see, it's only a 16-hour workday. They have time to relax, rejuvenate, and then to sleep. Right now, none of them are very happy because they don't have houses. But shortly we will have houses. So our water pump is now built, and we have Mike working in the water pump. So now, in addition to water, beavers need food. And right now we have a plentiful area here of blueberries. So we're going to go ahead and do a flag for blueberries. We're going to come here to food, a food gathering flag. I am actually just going to put it right there. And I'm going to connect it with a path. Even though it's within the boundaries, they will assign someone and they will build it. And as you can see here, we already have Josh, who must have grown up. Yep, Josh grew up, and he's gathering berries. I'm going to slow this down. Okay, and this area can hold 20 berries. So the next thing they want to do is they want us to build a farmhouse. So in the long run, we need something more nutritious. Build a farmhouse to plant and harvest crops. Like flags, the farmhouse has a limited range. Tip, if you're running low on workers, you can go ahead and pause some buildings, and then to do so, you can click on the button, the pause button. So we're going to come over here to the food. We're going to do a farmhouse. I'm going to put it right here. right on the edge. And they want us to do, I'm going to pause this because I want to put the right amount of crops. So we're going to plant carrots, and I want to do, they want us to do 100, well, once the farmhouse is done. So I'm just going to do a 10 by 10. I'm going to do 9 by 10 here, and then I'm going to go back and do one more over here. Right, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to do one more here. 10. 10 by 10, that's going to be 100. So what we need to do is that we need to wait for the night to be over. They're like all socializing over here. Not very effectively because they don't have the things that they need, such as rooftop terraces and campfires and stuff that makes them happy. But they're going to take a rest on the ground. We got Josh, we got Mike over here in the pump house, and we're building our farm. Now this guy, he's not working, not because there's no trees, but there's no place to put it. They will tell us soon to put some log storage, and we will do that as soon as we can. Okay, so now we have our farm up, and we have 3, well, we can't, but we have 4 builders. So we're only going to have 2 farmers right now. We're going to prioritize this as the carrots. And since this area can hold a lot of farm area, you may have multiple farms doing different vegetables or food substances. You can also have like 2 farms, and you can prioritize one farm on planting and another one on harvesting. We're just going to do planting because as soon as they harvest it, they'll just plant it again because that's their priority. Okay, so farmers do not start working until you tell them what and where to plant. So using the crop tool, put the carrots down. Now working hours. Like I was saying before, they have a 16 work hour day. They want us to increase it to 18. And the more they work, the less they have time to socialize, and then they get a little upset. So many buildings have some built-in storage, but it fills up quickly. Build a large pile to store more logs. Each storage building holds a single good, so you can set the stored goods after selecting the building. So they want one large pile for logs. And I think I'm just going to put it right here. So we're going to go here to storage, and we're going to do a large pile, which its capacity is 180 logs. I'm just going to put it right there. And then they're going to build it. They're going to go through the night. They're going to build it. And then with science, they also want us to build an inventor. This is a workplace where beavers can work on their science. The more science we get, the more stuff we can unlock. It's like, as they're progressing through the ages. Okay, so this pile here, they want it to be logs. And they built the inventor. So now with storage, I did set that. Okay, now they want to do a water tank because this only holds 15 waters, and we probably need more than that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back into storage. We're going to go into the small tank. I'm going to put one here. I'm going to put one here. And then I'm going to put one over here. And I want to do this just from what I've been watching. You can center it all around the water pump, but what I'm trying to do is to make it more effective, that the beavers can get a drink right by their job, right by their house, and they're not spending all their time running around trying to get a drink of water. Okay, so now we want to do a medium warehouse for berries and a medium warehouse for carrots, and I'm going to put them both right here. Okay, so this one we're going to do for berries. This one we're going to do for carrots. And as you can see, it shows right here a little carrot, like this one shows little water. And this one shows little berries. Okay, so we're going to do housing. They want us to build 6 houses. I am going to start off by putting them, just trying to get top view. There we go. We're going to go here to housing. We're going to do a lodge, a small, or just like a regular lodge. And I'm going to do it so that we have one here and one here, but the doors are literally in the corner. I'm going to do that on all sides. Just like that. I will eventually put more here, but they only want 6, so that's what I'm going to do for right now. And then with this housing, this shows that there are 3 people living there, 3 people living there, 3 people living there, 3 people living there, 3 people living there. And once this one gets up, we'll have 3 more people. And right now we have 2 free beds. So that means that they will make babies to fill those beds. Oh, 5 free beds. Fantastic. Okay. Next, they want us to have a baby. So beavers do not reproduce unless there are empty housing slots available. Folktales need 2 adults and 1 empty slot for the magic to happen. And there we go. We just had a baby. So well-being. Well-being is a metric that shows how content our beavers are. It affects 3 attributes: their work skills, their movement speed, and their lifespan. So if we see here that it says right here their well-being is at 5, and at 5 their work speed is increased by 20%. Their movement speed is increased by 5% at level 2 and 15 at 12. And then at level 7, their life expectancy will go up by 20%. So having that well-being up is actually pretty good. But in order to, for one of the main ways to increase the well-being is through attractions. Attractions are buildings that beavers enter when not at work. And so they want us to build a campfire. So we're going to go right here and we're going to build, actually going to put it right here. Okay, and then also powers and planks. So more advanced buildings are required. They require power, and so the beavers like their power to come from the river. So place a water wheel in flowing water along the riverbank. So we're going to go over here. Where's the water wheel? Under power, and a water wheel. And as you can see, different locations have different flow of power. So I think that's a good one. That says 123. And we're going to hook that up to a plank, a lumber mill. And unfortunately, we can't do that with that tree there. So now that that tree is gone, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to connect it with the path. Take this path, turn it, and we're going to go straight there. And then they can access that lumber mill. And their well-being was also, they built the campfire here. And so, see, we got kits that come in here during the day. Those are the little ones that can't work. And then in after hours, we will have older ones coming in there and enjoying their social life. So well-being is also increased around decorations. And beavers do not intentionally approach them, so place the decorations close to where the settlers hang out. A shrub is a simple decoration, and beavers appreciate every bit of greenery. So as you can see, as the day is going down, we have the campfire started, and now we'll have some adult beavers coming in here and enjoying their evening. Let's slow it down. So we got to place a shrub. We're going to come over here to decorations. We're going to come over here to shrubs. And as you can see, it has an aesthetic area of how well it covers the area. When they walk through that orange area, that's when they're going to get the effect of it. So we're going to want to put it in places where beavers are going to go a lot. Like if they're going to come down here to work in the water mill or get a drink from this water, that would be good. But I think we do have a few beavers coming over here, whether they're going to go to the lumber mill or to this forestry or to this inventory. We're going to put one over here as they're going to go in and out of the campsite. And we're going to put one here as they go back and forth to either be a farmer or work in the water mill, the water pump house. Okay. So we got 3 of them going. Although they only wanted us to make 1. I did do 3. You can see the impact of your actions have on your beavers. Select a beaver by clicking on it. Okay, so let's slow it down. I'm going to click on this beaver here. This is Dan. He lives in a lodge and he works at the district center. His well-being is at 7. And he loves the fact that he has shelter, that he sleeps well, he's not hungry, he's not thirsty, and he's eating carrots. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because he went to the campfire, 7 because he went through the area of the shrubs. Now for beavers, it's the entire society that counts. So you can see your settlement's average well-being in the top left-hand corner of your screen, which is 6. Click on it to see the overall fulfillment of all possible needs. Now somebody has a chipped tooth, and so that's bringing it down 0.1%. And only 16 out of 18 of them have eaten carrots, and only 15 out of 18 have enjoyed the campfire. 11 out of 18 have gone through the shrub area. So it's a collective amount. And 17 out of 18 have a shelter. I do believe somebody was just born, but we might not have any remaining beds, so I might have to have more. Remember that beavers need free time to eat, drink, sleep, and enjoy their settlement's attractions. To maximize productivity, you need to balance workers' well-being and their working hours. For now, let's run the default work hours as 16. Okay. And for this, we don't have anyone that is homeless, but we also don't have any extra beds for them to produce more beavers. So I am going to place these last 2 houses that I intended to put here. And I'm going to put 1 more campfire because we have more people. I have that shrub. So let's get rid of this shrub. Can I? Let's see. Maybe out of this one. Destroy building, rubble, mark resource as destruction. There we go. So I marked this for destruction. They'll take out this blueberry bush and then I'll put the campfire there. See. And let's put our campfire in. Boom, just like that. So now we have 2 campfires that can be enjoyed in the evenings. Power and planks. So more advanced buildings. Oh, we already did that water wheel and the lumber mill, which is right here. And we have Ikea. He's going to be in our lumber mill, and that's going to be making planks. Okay, and now for forestry. Beavers need a stable source of logs. Duh. Using science points produced in your inventor, unlock the forestry. Then build it in an area where you want to plant your trees. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. What does this say? Oh, this person has a chipped tooth. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get a tooth grinder, and I'm going to go ahead and put it right here so that they can come and fix that chipped tooth. And then I am going to go into this woods. I'm going to unlock the forestry and so as you can see, unlocking it takes 30 science, and we have 130 right now. So I'm just going to click on it and it's going to unlock it. Yep, I want to do that. And then I'm going to put it right over here because I want to be able to plant trees in this whole area. Unfortunately, I can only plant trees in the green lush area. So over here, I can't plant trees yet. Then I might move some of this other stuff over here into the brown area so that we have more access to the green area. We are now currently on day 13 in cycle 1, and we're just waiting for them to build the forestry building, and we're gonna have them build the 2 new houses, the campfire and the grinding stone. Okay, now we've built the forestry. I've also relocated the pile of the log pile here. I have relocated the inventor, the water tank, and then the 2 forest lumberjack flags. As you can see here, we have a pile of rubble, and that is just the resources we got back from destroying the item that we had put there. The reason I moved all of those, I moved them onto the dirt area so that we can access all of this green area. So now we're going to go ahead and plant birch trees. Use the plant tree and bushes tool to plant some birch trees. They grow quickly, making them a good choice in a fledgling settlement. Similarly to crops, trees only grow on irrigated green areas. Remember to mark the planting area for cutting. So what we're going to do is we're going to plant birch trees right here. I'm going to just start up in this corner, and I'm just going to plant all of this area with birch trees. Now, I can't plant over here because there are already trees still on here, but once they get cut down, I can go ahead and replant them with birch trees. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to make sure that they know that they can cut all of these trees down when they become available. So I just want to make sure this is all green, and then all of this is green as well. Okay, and I believe, unless something happens, that's the end of the tutorial. We have successfully planted trees. We have got our science going. I want you to know that the drought has started, and as you can see, there is no water. There's no water coming from our waterfall. And unfortunately, doing this tutorial, they did not allow us enough time, maybe because I went too fast or whatever, time-wise, to secure any of the water. And so now our blueberries will die in 8.5 days. But our drought is only less than 1 day, so blueberries will be fine. And then our pine trees are drought resistant for 13 days. And our birch trees are drought resistant for 11 days. Let's see about our carrots. And our carrots are drought resistant for 2 days. So with a drought that's only 0.6 days long, even though we have no water, we will be fine. And we have enough in in our water tanks to see that our beavers will be able to drink water throughout the drought. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here, and we will pick up after the drought or at the end of the drought to see how it came about in 0.5 days. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And again, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so that anytime I put videos up, you can get a notification and know that I have gone and put a video up. I do not have a consistent schedule now, so it might be helpful if you wanted to see what happens next. Have a good day.